Everyone, everyone, this is Chase Pounds. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing two Bible mysteries: the story of Noah's Ark and Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, this is a subject I've been trying to discuss all the way back since 2023. I've been planning on having a video discussion on events relating to the Bible, as many of my YouTube videos, for the most part, don't really discuss the Bible all that much. I'll reference the Bible in certain videos, but for the most part, I haven't really done a video devoted to the Bible in any sort. And I felt the need of doing that, and I've been, as part of my goal, I've been trying to get close to reading the Bible and studying the Bible as much as well too. And this may also come as a shock to you as well, that even though it's being a history buff, at the same time I am a church goer, I don't really engage in reading the Bible as much, nor do I pray as much as I should. So in a sense, and to be more honest with you, I wouldn't even consider myself a true Christian, but I am an official church member. I'm a frequently attend church and participate in church events, but I don't unfortunately have maybe, as you would say, a closer relationship with God as some others may have, where they pray on a daily basis and study the Word and may even know it by heart. But really, in my opinion, I should say, the Bible, the events in the Bible and biblical history doesn't really interest me as much as other events in history. Particularly, I tend to, as you know, some of my YouTube videos, I tend to focus, my history in general is very diverse. Really, I know a little bit about certain events in history. I may know a little bit about certain things about biblical, a little bit about medieval history. I'm mostly familiar with history and American history with between the 19th century, the Victorian times, the antebellum period, the turn of the century, the Warring Age, and into the 20th century during the post-war years, and a little bit so on the current events, of course. But biblical history isn't really I guess my best subject I'm very knowledgeable about. And I know, even though there are certain events in the Bible I am familiar with, such as I'm familiar with oral stories that I've been passed down, oral stories that I used to be read to as a kid, such as the story of Noah's Ark, David and Goliath, Jesus' crucifixion, Jonah and the whale, some of the standout Bible stories I'm familiar with. But for the most part, I'm not very knowledgeable about every event, all the detailed other events in the Bible, which I do feel a little bad that I don't spend time reading the Bible, and it kind of bears admitting that. But it's just not a subject that really, as I said before, interests me. And when I try to read the Bible, I don't really do well with focusing as much as I should. And this is kind of a whole nother subject I'll make for another video about my relationship with the Bible and how I engage with it. But my main topics I plan on discussing about that. These are the two main standout stories that always interest me, not even from learning about it from reading the Bible, but it was from a documentary I read. A documentary I used to watch as a kid in middle school. Primarily my middle school years, called History's Mysteries. I frequently reference it in many of my YouTube videos that I frequently reference this show, this documentary series. And starting off with the story I'm going to discuss is Noah's Ark being in chronological order. It's the event Bible that took place first. First, as all you know about the story of Noah's Ark, it's kind of the story that many people know. God, the story of Noah was instructed to build an ark, a very huge ark that was to be built before a flood would occur. That God intended was to the flood was to wipe off the face of the earth, destroy all the wicked people, sinful people of the world, only sparing Noah and his family. He also instructed Noah to build an ark that accommodated many animals, all the different animals, different species, different breeds, two, one a male and one a female, as a way of repopulating the earth. Populating the earth as the flood would be over with, subside. And Noah did instruct God to build an ark and to allow people to be saved from this flood. But to no avail, many people were content staying on earth, and heeded Noah, as well as even ridiculed and even taunted and tormented him, and so forth. And when this flood occurred, it wiped out as I said, it wiped out all the wicked people of the world. Everybody who remained on earth who wasn't on the boat, on the ark, died, perished in the massive flood. And this flood lasted for about 150 days. 150 days, according to what I'm reading in the Bible right now. It says, and the water prevailed on earth for 150 days. When the flood subsided, it said that the ark rested on the mountaintop, and it has here that then the ark rested in the seventh month, the seventh day on the month of the mountains of Ararat. Mountain Ararat actually mentions the mountain it rested on, the mountains of Ararat. And this was bringing me to the subject I'm going to talk about. Is that it's in the areas of Mount Ararat that people have reported actually seen a boat-like object in the mountains of Ararat, which is in modern day Turkey, which is in the mountains of Turkey. And people for years have claimed that there has been a boat-like object in the mountains, and many of the natives have claimed that there's the Ark of Noah, and that it holds many spiritual powers and wonders, and of course, in many Western societies, people have always sought out to find the missing ark that was reported in the Bible. And unfortunately, there's never been any trace of the ark, though there have been many people who told sightings of the ark being found. There have been many expeditions and many sightings, and this is what the sighting that fascinated me the most from watching History's Mysteries. It referenced in 1908 a native of the area of Turkey,
This is Ed Davis, 19.
Turkey referenced when it was a massive drought, that he actually was starting off. He actually claimed that the mountain there was a huge drought in 1908 at the time, and the mountain was dry. All the snow had melted. You could see everything that was see the whole mountain, and he claimed that you could easily see from the village a boat-like object resting on the mountain. He claimed that everybody else in the village saw it and went up to see it. So one day, him and his father father went up to the mountain and reportedly saw the mountain, the ark-like object, and he claimed that